Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be predicting what the team of the season for the Premier League is going to be. Now obviously there's many other leagues out there, but I don't really watch every other league. I only really watch the Premier League unless it's like, you know, a big game like Barcelona, Real Madrid, or other games like that are worth watching. But otherwise I don't really watch any other leagues out there. I know of them, obviously I know players in them, but I don't have enough to really make a team on, because I don't really know everyone in the league. So, I do know Premier League players, and I have watched quite a bit of Premier League this year for obvious reasons of kind of the only thing you can do. But, there's a few players on here that I do have kind of other, like, options I could go for, basically, because they started good in the season but they kind of fell off, and basically the other way around. But in goal has to be probably one of like my favourite keepers this season, and I hope I actually know how to spell his name. Apparently not. It is the Villa keeper from Arsenal, Martinez. Absolute legend. Like, the saves he has done this season are crazy. Like, probably I would personally say one of the best keepers this season by far. I don't really know. He definitely has made more like sort of TV saves than any other keeper, but I mean, you can't really base keeper off that, to be honest. So yeah, no. Okay, so in defense, I'm going to go with, because he has had a decent season, and I thought I put the wrong card, is Ruben Dias. Now, he's kind of good. I mean, I say kind of, he is very good. But the only thing I hate about this team, I originally had 3 Man City defenders, quickly realised, really don't want to have a whole team of Man City players apparently, so I kind of had to switch up a little bit. And then on the right back, this is where I was going to change someone. So I originally had, well, I have here now Cancelo, but I can't remember who I had originally. I actually can't remember now. Oh, Justin. Wait, can I find his code? I had this guy because, you know, he's had a really good season. But I then looked at like stats and stuff of how the season's gone. Apparently Cancelo has had a much better season, but only by like a little bit. I think it was like, I don't know, it was like the very smallest gap between them both in terms of stats. But either one would technically work, but 2 Man City players already, couldn't go with another one, so I went with Mings for the fact of, if you don't know, I am a Villa fan and not a Man City fan, but I've just realised I do have 2 of each so far. This is great. So, on the left back, now this is definitely the best defender of pretty much the whole season. That is Cresswell. Defending on point, like, from someone who doesn't support West Ham, and I don't really watch all their games, but I have watched a few, and the ones I have watched, he is kind of like, I'd probably say the best defender for the past few years now. In terms of how he plays, like, it's kind of mad. And then, wait, I've just quickly realised something. I have completely messed this up, because the formation I actually want is 4-4-2. Don't know why I didn't change that, but you know. So I'm going to start with here, because this is a very obvious one, and that is Fernandes, because he pretty much has had the best season of anyone. Oh, why could I not see that? But yeah, Team of the Year card as well. Just proves how good of a season he has had. Obviously, everyone does call him the penalty master because pretty much had the most penalty goals this season, but that's another topic. On the left, another very obvious one, Mo Salah. I mean, is it really a Premier League team if you don't have Mo Salah in it? Like, best right wing, technically right mid as well, but best right wing and right mid in the game, pretty much. Just scores goals left, right, and centre. Why am I going striker? I don't know where I was going with that. Then next to, who did I have here? Okay, this is where I had a little bit of an issue because, okay, Grealish obviously is not a left, Grealish isn't a centre mid, is what I meant to say. He is a left wing, but he now plays sort of centre mid, cam even technically. So I'm putting him as cam for this because his switch positions, and I'm pretty sure FIFA 22 he will probably be a cam, not a left wing. So also if you do look at his like new cards, it's a cam. So obviously putting him as cam because on the left I wanted to put Son, who is definitely a left wing. Now I could be completely wrong and somehow plays like striker or something, but last time I checked he is definitely a left wing and doesn't actually play in any other position. So that moves us on to the strikers. Now another thing I realised after making this, I do have quite a few England players, which normally when I'm making a team of Premier League players doesn't really happen. I normally have about 2 or 3 max. Somehow I've made this team with half of like the team being English, which is kind of mad. So another very obvious striker is Harry Kane, because the man has scored many goals this season. I mean, every season Harry Kane somehow just outbeats everyone by like a lot. It's kind of mad, but he is the best striker in the season, and in terms of stats as well. Has put massive numbers into the season. So next to him, I had 3 people I was going to go with. So at the start of the season, I was going to go with Calvert-Lewin. Then I switched over to Jamie Vardy, but I have finally gone with. Have I spelled that right? Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, okay. He's a silver card. I did not know that. But I have decided to go with Bamford for the fact of he is also kind of insanely good. Like, I did not expect him to be as good as what he is. Is he better than Harry Kane? Probably not. But he could be in like next season or the season after. Who knows? But I would probably say he may end up moving to like a better team. Not saying Leeds are bad, but Man United probably. Like, I don't know. Probably a bigger team. Then he will probably get to like the size of Harry Kane in terms of having players behind him that can assist him more. But I don't know. Like, the thing with players, it's the same with Grealish. Obviously, he does have a decent team behind him now, and players. But if he did go to a bigger team that had, you know, Mo Salah in, or had Son playing on the other side, obviously he would be able to help out a lot more. But on the other hand, obviously players have loyalty to their teams, so that's another thing. But that is my prediction for team of the season in the Premier League. Don't think I'm going to be able to do one for the other leagues because I don't really watch them and I don't really know, like, you know, what they're about. But that's going to be it for this video. If you did like it, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.